Direct passenger flights between London and Sydney are scheduled to start in late 2025. The flight is expected to take 19 hours southbound and up to 2 hours northbound due to the rapids. But its success will depend on the reopening of Russian airspace. The shortest route between Heathrow Airport and Australia's largest city is approximately 16,800 kilometres. The London-Sydney route will be more than 1,600 kilometres longer than the world's longest commercial route currently connecting Singapore and New York. Qantas has announced an order for a dozen specially modified Airbus A350-1000 jets for new non-stop routes from Sydney to London and New York. The latter route is 15,900 kilometres long and mainly passes through the Pacific Ocean and U.S. airspace. The Australian airline launched 14,500 kilometres of direct flights between Heathrow and Perth in 2018. They were suspended for 2 years due to the coronavirus pandemic, but resumed in March. The original plan was to start ultra-long-haul flights in early 2023. But the COVID-19 crisis and the ensuing closure of Australia's borders for almost 2 years has set back the so-called Project Sunrise. The new connections depend on the reopening of Russian airspace to Western airlines. The most direct route between London and Sydney passes near Moscow. Avoiding a more southerly route over Russia would add at least 800 kilometres and an hour of flight time, which could affect the aircraft's payload and financial viability. Qantas has been planning Sunrise for 5 years. In 1989, it flew non-stop from London to Sydney for the first time, and in 2019 it made more advertising flights. The airline chose the A350 instead of the latest Boeing 777X. Airbus will add an extra fuel tank and slightly increase the maximum takeoff weight of the new connection. First, the aircraft manufacturer sent a specially decorated A350 to Sydney with the words "Our Spirit Flies" on and #Long Range Leader on it. Qantas Chief Executive Alan Joyce believes demand for direct services between the UK and Australia will be higher than ever due to concerns over stopovers in the coronavirus era. Direct flights between London and Perth have proven very popular this year, bypassing travel restrictions in other countries. More than 40% of the cabin will be dedicated to premium seats and there will be a wellness area. Mr. Joyce sitting